morning, folks. This morning's soap is brought to us by FuzzyFace Soaps. This one here is peppermint scented and it's tallow based. This one here, when I got this one, I've had this one for a while. This 3.4 ounces, but I don't think this scent's been offered at the moment. I'll put a link down below to the store. But that's what it looks like there on the inside. You can kind of tell I've been working at it for off and on for a while. Definitely peppermint coming roaring out of this container. Even now it still has a good peppermint scent to it. Got it whipped up here with a horsehair brush. Like this handle, like this style of brush altogether. It's not necessarily dripping, but it is wet. I guess you might say pretty close to a yogurt style lather there. Yeah, just about right. And got the Allen Block no rubber band this morning, and got a big one of the Humphrey's witch hazel. This one here is unscented, but it does have some menthol and some peppermint in it. Page out of Flash's book there with the peppermint. And going to follow up the shave with Peppermint Bark from Yulay. Yulay, you will have to shake up her aftershaves, and it's pretty much a witch hazel, aloe based, all that sort of thing, I guess you might say. And this container is, this particular one's 4 ounces, and this will be a little bit, I guess you might say, darker on the peppermint, as opposed as the soap here is pretty bright. Shaver of the day, I have not done a straight razor shave in quite a while on video, and this one here is from Strike Gold Shave. I've had this one for a while. It is a ZY. On the blade here it mentions 430, and I'm assuming that's probably mentioning the steel is probably what it's referring to. I've already used the hot towel to the face, Yulay's Preshave soap, this oil that is, this morning. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with a shave here. Sunday and Monday I shaved with a straight razor, and I can kind of tell I was out of practice on Sunday, and Monday's shave was a lot better. I guess you might say mentally I knew where I needed to make some adjustments, and the shave was much better. As far as I know, I have not rolled the edge of the blade just yet. In other words, stropping skills are on the weak side, but so far the blade seems to be doing okay. So in other words, I haven't ruined it by rolling the edge on when I'm stropping. So hopefully everything is going to work out today. If not, I do have a Schick Corona sitting over here, ready to go. And mentioning that sort of thing, straight razor shaving and shavette shaving to a degree could go hand in hand in how you systematically start to get used to shaving with one. And I know it's hard. I know it was for me, because I jump in with all fours and do the whole entire shave with the shavette. It's hard to resist, that I know, but there is no harm that if you get through one part of your shave, which typically the with the grain pass might be the easiest one for a lot of folks, and then after that it gets a little wishy-washy for you. It's quite alright to finish up your shave with your favorite shaver and just slowly work into the routine and shave with a shavette or a straight razor. Also over here off to the side here, I have a damp towel that I'll wipe a lot of the shaving cream off on, and it's more for me. I like doing that sort of thing, and it helps keep my sink clean, and just works better for me. Plus also, you do want to try to keep the water away from your pivot pin right here, so that way it won't rust out on you. But anyway, here we go. So I might be a little bit quiet at certain points of this, because this does take a wee bit of focus. Stretching, I should mention. Stretching is up to the individual on how much that person might need to stretch. Sometimes you see me stretch in different ways, but we'll see how that goes. I I like this peppermint. He did a really good job on this peppermint. Like I said, I don't remember, when I looked at it, I don't remember seeing it on his Etsy page, but he did a great job with this peppermint. His name is James, by the way. Shavette shaving versus a straight razor. For me, the biggest adjustment is the length of the blade, and to a degree, the width. This one here, the width I think is 13/16, I think it is. It's not 5/8, it's bigger than 5/8, but smaller than 7/8, and it works well for me to a degree. It's still a little bit of an adjustment, but it's more the weight that I'm after. Sometimes on a shaver like this, I seem to do better with shavers that weigh a little bit. But I do have some 5/8. Two, I think. I may have more. I'm not real. Still have a lot to learn when it comes to straight razor shaving. But I think I have. I think I've got at least two. I have some vintage ones that I haven't had honed, so once I start to get into that and getting that up to speed, probably will end up with one or two more of the 5/8, but there's one thing you can say about being quiet while you're shaving. It seems to go a little bit quicker. I don't remember right offhand what stone was used to finish off this shaver. But I can tell you it does remind me of a very sharp DE blade. In other words, it's very sharp. I definitely feel it, especially when I'm trying to approach these creases in my neck. Got to change the angle, because if I try to approach it right at a 90-degree angle, you can feel it. I am going to end up catching it. I haven't been able to get it stretched far enough where I can do it that way. So in other words, coming at an angle works better for me. It's going pretty good, at least the way the shave feels for me. Does take a little bit. A little bit on the nervous side, I guess you might say. I do like how this blade feels. I have a, what's that, I think it's called a W59. I think it's gold dollar if I remember right. It looks like a custom shaver. And I tell you what, I really, that shave with that, the shave with that kind of blade, which is a 440 stainless steel, does not feel the same as like this DY or even a gold dollar 66. It's a different kind of steel, the best to my knowledge, and the shave is different. And that's something for me, when I first use it, it's going to take me a little while to get accustomed to that. Still smell the peppermint. Matter of fact, the whole bathroom smells like peppermint. It has cooled off a bit here. We're not hitting near the 100-degree mark and then 110 or whatever with the heat index. It has seemed like it's calmed down just a bit, but still enjoy this kind of cooling effect that this shave has. Probably will do a, probably, depends on how I am mentally after this shave. Do one with, I think it was at the W59, and that way this shave is fresh in my mind, and then shaving with it, maybe I can get a better fine tuning on the what the feel is, how is it different. I really feel like that's assuming everything is equal, that both blades are sharp. It seems like these kind of, in other words, one that are the carbon steel versus the stainless steel. The carbon steel feels like it's a bit smoother than the stainless steel. I think that's what I'm going after right there. Pretty sure that's what I remember it as. It has been a while. You may have to, in other words, your experience may be different, but I know I really need to get accustomed to using that stainless steel one. I hear that it's not the easiest to hone, but it does have a wee bit of weight to it, and in other words, I really like the weight of that shaver. For me, this is probably at that, especially going across the grain on my cheek like that, I'm thinking camisori I sure do miss. It's a lot easier for me to do it with a camisori than it is with a the handle getting. I can't really have been able to get adjusted to the handle. It takes a little while. But there is nothing like getting done with your straight razor shave. Just that feeling of accomplishment to me is just awesome. I have a flying friend in here. He's not flying right now, but he caught the corner of my eye. For me, as it goes for stretching, right through there, I have to be kind of careful on my angle and the pressure right through there, because I really need to stretch that part when I'm coming through. And it's not the easiest with a blade like this that's this long. In other words, going back to my shavette experience, I see the value in a shavette with a smaller blade, a shorter one I should say. One of these days I'll probably put out a whole lot more effort to diligently hunt down a what is commonly referred to as a stubby. In other words, it may be a shaver like this, and what ended up happening is that it got dropped in the sink and a big old chunk broke off. And so the repair was they just shortened it up. And for me, that kind of shaver probably would work a wee bit better for me. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better on the across the grain on the cheeks, but that's about as good as it's going to get today. I have to clean a little bit of that soap up off the straight razor, but that's another thing too about a straight razor. It doesn't take a whole lot to clean it up. I will go ahead and put a little bit of mineral oil on it and strop it before I do that, though. Still got a lot to learn, but it is a lot of fun. It can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but for me it's just a matter of taking time, being patient, trying to stay focused. It really is, as you can kind of tell with this shave, it takes a wee bit of focus, and trying to talk and do this at the same time, to me is, you can tell the degree of experience they have with a straight razor on how the shave goes, and they're talking and shaving at the same time. Believe me, it tells you a lot on how comfortable they are with that shaver. I do enjoy it though. It is a challenge. There is a learning curve, but like I say, it's nothing like when you get done and no cuts, nicks, weepers, sense of accomplishment. Still feel like I've got a lot to learn, but I'm very happy that my skills have gotten to this point where I don't have a bunch of cuts, nicks, and weepers and all that going on. I have a little bit of stinging here and there. I know my angle pressure was off on a couple of areas, but overall though, it's a good shave for me, face it. I'm not bleeding. It's always a good day when you're not bleeding with a straight razor shave, right? That's how I look at it. This is a big bottle. I'm talking about not used to something. That bottle, not used to ones quite that big. This was an awesome buy, considering what I've normally been paying for Humphrey's Witch Hazel. Smaller container. The smaller one, 8 ounces. This is twice the size, 16. A lot bigger container. And this one here, paid a whole $1 more for twice as much. Yeah, that was a steal. I got a good buy on that one. At least comparing those kind of prices. Because otherwise, I don't know where else you would find Humphrey's and what the going price is online. I bought these in the store, so go ahead and shake this up. Now this peppermint bark, it is peppermint, but it is dark. I mean, as soon as you take a whiff of the aftershave, and you smell that peppermint, but you also smell the bark, it's dark. When it comes to so far, I guess you might say, got one of my whiskers there. When it comes to peppermint aftershaves, really like this one. Now, Monica also offers the matching soap, and it comes in the 2-ounce variety. I should mention that FuzzyFace Soaps, you can get it in, if I remember right, it's 2 and 4 ounces. I lean more towards the 2-ounce containers. To me, it's just, I think it's usually running around $7.50 for 2 ounces. That's a pretty decent price. Smaller container, easier to, to store, so on and so forth. But at least it's offered in 2 ounces, and I do enjoy having the smaller tubs as opposed to 4. Not that, Sterling, 5.8 ounces approximately. Yeah, you get a lot of soap in that tub. It's a great value, don't get me wrong, but as it goes for being able to enjoy many more scents at a lower price, so on and so forth, yeah, your 2 ounce sure are handy to have. Face is cooling down. Got a great shave this morning. Did good. Didn't no nicks, cuts, weepers. Boy, I knew on camera I'd be a nervous wreck. Any rate, had a great shave this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.